Hello. Welcome back to Leeds lately. Do I need to move this way? Yeah, I do. Welcome back to Leeds lately. Hope you can all see me and hear me. Well, 1 hour to go of transfer deadline day. Closes at 7 p.m. tonight. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not, then let me just Google it quickly. What time does the transfer window close? Premier League and EFL clubs is 7 o'clock British summertime on Monday, the 1st of September. Same deadline for Germany, Italy, and France. So, yes, we are on the right hour. Welcome to Karen. Welcome, of course, to Chewy and Pierre as well. Welcome to all of our non-Leeds Lately members. Leeds United today have had a loan bid, rejected for Emiliano Buendia, and also a loan deal rejected for Harry Wilson. Fulham have just announced the signing of Kevin from Shakhtar Donetsk, and this would free up Harry Wilson. Apparently, Fulham are looking for a permanent deal to get Wilson through the door. Now, having spoken to some of the other Leeds United creators, everyone kind of seemed to come to the conclusion that Leeds had 101 million to spend in this entire transfer window because of PSR. And we've spent 97.5 million. So whatever comes in, it's probably got to be a loan because it's £3.5 million. So if Leeds can get Harry Wilson for £3.5 million, he's in the final year of his contract. He's supposedly got a market value of £10 million. About £12 million. So if you can get him for 3.5, then it's a great deal. Having said that, it's very, very underwhelming. But I'm not 100% on this because to me it makes no sense with the kind of PSR thing that it makes no sense that Leeds were willing to put up 35 million pounds for Igor Paixão and for Rodrigo Muniz at different times through the window. How would they have afforded the rest of the transfer business if we were only allowed to spend that much? So I think that there's potentially a little bit more to come here. Leeds probably get Harry Wilson through the door as a guaranteed, but are there silent moves for other players in the background at the moment? We don't know. So hopefully something happens within this last hour, of which we have now 57 minutes left. Let me just check something. I'm just going to see if I can, whilst we're live, add an overlay here. Let's just see. I'm just looking for an overlay that essentially counts down I want to know to count down the the time left within the transfer window. I probably should have done this before, but I didn't have time. Or to be fair, I also didn't think about it. Oh, no, hold on. I'm searching my library. So browse overlays. Add new overlay. I don't want that type of countdown. I want an actual countdown. We won't spend too much time on this, don't worry. I'm just trying to make sure that if there's any way to have a clock. Like, I just want a world clock. Hold on. We might have figured something out here. Add to my overlay. Actually, do you know what? it was going to be too much of a. I forgot that you had to do a lot of stuff to be able to actually get it up. But oh well, next deadline day we'll have it. So it looked. Can you not hear me? Sound has gone. Can you hear me now? Can you not hear me now? Let me just check YouTube. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Sorry, I was basically saying that I've enjoyed the other business that we've done in the transfer window. I like Jacobillo. We haven't seen much from him yet. I really like Gabriel Goodmanson and Anton Stack. Both really, really good signings. And of course, some of our other players as well, like Jacobillo on the bench. We haven't seen that much from him. Longstaff, I think, was excellent against Newcastle. If we can get performances like that out of him, he'll be fantastic. But it's the attacking areas where we've scored 1 goal in 3 games. It's a small sample size, granted, and I do think we will score more goals than kind of what we look like we will at the moment. I think with the minutes that I saw Calvert-Lewin against Sheffield Wednesday, granted his shots were terrible, but with what I saw him against Sheffield Wednesday and what I saw of him against Newcastle, the moment he was on the pitch, he created chances that wouldn't have otherwise been there. And I think that's a positive to look at with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So hopefully a lot more comes from him, and I imagine it will. More will come from him as well. But yeah, it's just about trying to get in somebody else. Now, Harry Wilson gives us a different element to our attack. Harry Wilson is good on set pieces, so corner kick delivery, free kick shots on target. He gives us good options in that area. He's not the best player in the world, but he's certainly a Premier League quality winger who gives us options. And if needed, can play in the number 10 as well, can drift inside from the wing and play good forward balls. So you've got that with him. He's not the most glamorous and amazing signing in the world. He definitely bolsters our squad. In terms of output of goals and assists, I would genuinely think that Ramazani could offer a similar amount of goals and assists, but Harry Wilson is definitely a different type of player, is what I'll say. He's definitely a different type of player, and obviously that helps us out because you've got set piece delivery and stuff, which is something that we have wanted. We have wanted for ages now. We've wanted Leeds to have somebody who can deliver set pieces, and we'll get that with Harry Wilson. We will get that with Harry Wilson. Having said that, if we can get somebody else in, then that would be amazing. Look, Victor Boniface, who was at Bayer Leverkusen, has signed a loan deal at Werder Bremen. Surely to God, a Premier League side could have got that loan deal. Surely to God, a Premier League side like Leeds could have got that loan deal as another striking option. So yeah, there's a few issues where we're kind of like. There was Bertrand Traore as well, who's put up absolute numbers in the Dutch league for Ajax, that was available for $2.5 million. Ex-Villa winger, didn't do great when he was at Villa, but he seems to have done really, really well. So yeah, it's come to the point where you're kind of you're looking at what we've got and thinking we still need something up top. Now, if we can get Harry Wilson in and we can survive on like the form that we're on for 4 games, 4 points from 3 games is really, really good form. But if we can't get anything else in now, perhaps we can survive till January and then bring in somebody else. So, yeah. We really, really need to make something happen. There was a moment where we looked like we were. There was a flight booked from Anderlecht, I think, and an Anderlecht fan page had mentioned Mario Stroikens, sorry, with a potential move to Leeds, another attacking midfielder who offers a lot in terms of ball progression, great passing forward and stuff like that. Haven't heard anything since. Don't know if that was just a rumour to get some likes from Leeds fans. Not sure. But at the moment, it's looking like Harry Wilson is the one that we would get if we're to get anyone. Look, if we come up with something amazing, if we come up with a don't go to bed just yet and we get someone really good that we didn't even know we were in for, unreal. Unreal. But I just can't see it. I just can't see it. Oh, hi, Smarty. Smarty saying Calvin Phillips had his contract terminated. Wilson bid has been rejected again. See, I haven't seen the second Wilson bid rejected. Who tweeted that one out, Smarty? It's looking like we're probably not going to get anyone on. I can't believe Sunderland have brought in two really good players today as well, in Brobby and Gertruda. Two really, really good signings for them. Two more. They've spent so much money and they just can keep doing it. And they just seem to keep signing players. Fulham reject offer for Harry Wilson, Standard Sport. Someone put, is this news? Is this... Okay, this is that's an old post from the Standard. It's about the rejected loan. So that's not panic over. That's not about the actual. Yeah, it's an article that's like 2 hours out of date. Not to give them more clicks, but if anyone wants to look, it's this article that Joe Blackburn's retweeted on Twitter. But that doesn't. Evening CB, that is from a couple of hours ago. It's just that they are way behind on what they've said. What the transfer window does to you is the last day of the window makes you be like, we're all now desperate for Harry Wilson. Jesus, my. But that's what I mean. Like, we are all desperate for Harry Wilson. If you'd have offered us Harry Wilson a few weeks ago, then what would we have done? We would have all gone, not sure. I don't think I think we should be doing better than Harry Wilson. And now we're all desperate for Harry Wilson just because he's the only one that we can actually get in. So, yeah. It's mad, really. And what happens when you can't get a medical at this time? Like, are you just kind of saying, that's it, we'll guess? 40 minutes to go of the transfer window. It's not looking good, Brev. It is not looking good. Isn't Wilson away with Wales anyway? Yeah, he's in Cardiff, but then I think wasn't what the private jet was, to go and get him from Cardiff, or to bring him from Cardiff to Leeds Bradford and then have his medical and then go back on international duty. So, God knows. It's still Harry Wilson. It is still Harry Wilson at the moment. It's looking like we are not 100% sure. I'm still checking the socials all the time, whether it's been announced or anything. But I don't know. We needed to be looking at somebody else as well, but Christ. Alexis Sanchez has gone to Sevilla. Where was he? He was at Inter, wasn't he? I think Alexis Sanchez. It's not looking great, is it? No, Ewan, we just discussed this. The article's from a few hours ago, according to people who read it. Like, the article's new, but it's about the news from a couple of hours ago. Which, I mean, get your clicks however you get your clicks to these news article people. You have lots of Leeds fans clicking on that. It's up in the chat if you want to go and look at it. Yeah, we're as desperate for Wilson as Tom Hanks is. That's where we all are at the moment. But this is what I mean. This is what I was saying before. That we're all now desperate for Harry Wilson. And he's not that great. He's all right. Don't get me wrong. He's all right. But he's not that good. So it's like, yeah, we're all kind of like desperate to get him in, but that's just what the end of the transfer window does for you. I did not know that Lindelof had gone to Aston Villa. Just checking the old timeline. There's a lot of memes and random pop culture things that I don't want to be seeing. I just want to see Leeds stuff. Yeah, see, I think now it opens up now that they've announced Kevin and the other fella. So now I think we'll see it very soon that it'll go through. Thanks, Chewy. Really appreciate that. Chewy Backer with the £5 super chat. This should mean that we sign a solid gold number 9. Now, I can't promise you that, I'm afraid. We have hit our super chat goal, and the super chat goal did say Leeds will hopefully make a signing. So, I mean, I might be able to deliver on that. I might be able to give you a little Harry Wilson. How do you feel about a little Harry Wilson? Because it's probably about all you can get for that. That's how much Leeds have bid for Harry Wilson. Still nothing coming through yet. Fulham wanted 10 million. He's only worth 12 million, and he's only worth 12 million, and he's in his final year of his contract, so he should be worth around half that. We should be able to get him for about 6 million, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's not how I meant it. Yeah, he's in his last year, so exactly. Josh Brownhill as well. I mean, look, that wouldn't be the end of the world. We need to make sure that we've got enough central midfielders because, of course, we've got injuries to Tanaka and stuff, and he's rejected. Josh Brownhill has rejected moves to Leicester and another one of the relegated clubs, potentially Southampton. Like, Burnley's not far away from Leeds either. I mean, 35 minutes is not close enough to start it now, but if it was happening, then it would already be kind of on the way. So who knows? So we'll have to see what happens in the last few minutes of the window. We've got just over half an hour to go of the window. I can't believe Chelsea recalled the striker that they'd sent to Sunderland, which I need to Google the pronunciation because okay, I don't want all those notifications. That's kind of annoying. It's right in the way. Oh, Mark Guiu. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was. Mark Guiu, they recalled him, but then Sunderland instantly, within a few hours, signed Brian Brobby from Ajax, and that's how to do business. But yeah, little bit worried at the moment. To be fair, what I should probably do is open up Now TV and get the Sky Sports news on for the last half an hour so I can hear, even if I've not got the tab open, I should be able to hear in my headphones whether who else is making other deals. So that should be quite a good idea to do, so I'm going to do that now. If it loads, because this is kind of awkward. No, it won't load. Let's give that a minute to one side here. Oh no. Deadline day, watch now. Internet seems to be going quite slow. Wilson was a no before, but now is not a no. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson has gone to Bayern. Sunderland back on with Bertrand Traore from Ajax as well. Apparently the obligation is dependent on how many appearances he makes, Nicholas Jackson for Munich, but we don't care about either of those clubs. In fact, we actively dislike them. So let's see what can come out for Leeds-wise. Raheem Sterling is... well, we don't even know what happens with Raheem Sterling. Yeah, we do need to get a bit of tumbleweed. Wonder if we can get a tumbleweed graphic once. Actually, do you know what? It's not enough effort for the joke. Radrazani's kids doing kits and recruitment. It would seem. I don't know where it went wrong. I'd like for them to come out at some point and say where it went wrong, because some of the business that they've done is really good and really clever. But it's just this marquee signing that we've been told about that is just not. It's just not materializing. So it's like, well, how has that happened? Why has it gone so wrong? Excuse me, why is Roman Kemp presenting deadline day? That is so random. I suppose he's just a presenter, isn't he? Yeah, I just don't know where it went so wrong for us in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the window. Imagine if the club just tweet Adam Forshaw with a couple of love hearts. That will be very upsetting. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the Josh Brownhill shout, you know. I really don't hate the Josh Brownhill shout. I think we should have probably been in for him, and if we haven't, we've probably missed a trick there because he provided a lot. He provided a lot for Burnley, and he's not the best player in the world, but he gives you a number 8/number 10 that can really provide forward momentum for your team. I think it's entirely possible, by the way, for Leeds to survive without another signing. Having said that, if we did make a signing, it would make it a lot easier. A lot easier. So if it's just Harry Wilson, I think it's the same. It's the same difference. But we've just got to make some sort of move here. 27 minutes left. Not heard anything on Mainu to Leeds. I don't. We hadn't heard about that for a while, have we? I just can't see that particularly happening. Portsmouth are signing Connor Chaplin on loan from Ipswich, so there's one thing. Newcastle have signed Visser. Live reporting. We want Leeds United. Can't even filter by club on the BBC. There's going to be some real problems, isn't there? Yeah, just at the moment, nothing. No news. But does that mean that no news is good news? So you can't blame Farker for this either. Yeah, Sunderland have agreed to deal with Ajax. Joe Wainman's just retweeted something saying Fulham's Harry Wilson could be on for a late move to Leeds United, who have reignited interest in the midfielder with time running out in the window. This is just one of many deals that may get done in the next half an hour or so. Ooh. I mean, for all we know, it could actually just be done, and they'll actually put the public news out right before the deadline, or sometimes they even put stuff after the deadline as well. So we may have to stay live just a minute after the deadline. I haven't seen anything about that, Ricky, to be fair. I haven't, no. Yeah, we signed Okafor for that left wing position in terms of being a similar kind of player to what you'd get out of what's his face? Solomon. What do we think in terms of who got the better deal? Callum Wilson on a free to West Ham, who's already scored, or Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Leeds on a free? What do we think is the better transfer there? Callum Wilson or Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Honestly, probably comparable. See, on my For You page on Twitter, why am I seeing a tweet from Fabian Schär about the Leeds game 21 hours ago? I want to see 1 second ago, 1 minute ago. Why is it like this? Less than half an hour to go. Isaac Johnson, who is a reporter for Leeds Live, has said that Leeds, less than half an hour to go. Leeds United can still sign players after 7 p.m, but must submit a deal sheet to the Premier League to show a transfer has been agreed. I mean, the picture he's used is a picture of Delaney Bakwa, who I just can't see us getting Delaney Bakwa, but the Fulham have made the signings that they needed to make to be able to let Harry Wilson go. But actually, I'm less worried about Harry Wilson signing than I am about us being able to get somebody else in that time. So, yeah, it's a little bit stressful. If we get Harry Wilson and we pull another one out of the bag unexpectedly, I'll be buzzing. But I just can't see it. No, it's just on your For You page. That's just what it gives you. It just gives you random tweets. Doesn't necessarily give you them. If you go on your following, then it'll give you just people that you're following, of course. So, but I'm not following some of the Leeds journalists, so I kind of have to stay on the homepage. But then I've also got it on Sky as well, in my headphones and over there. Højlund has gone to Napoli on loan. I thought Villa had already got Jadon Sancho, and that might be why I think that's why they didn't want to let Buendia go out. No, we wouldn't need a plane from Sheffield, but no chance. They'd have to submit a deal sheet to say that a deal has been done, and that they've agreed something, but God knows. If we got Harry Wilson and Gus Hamer, are we saying that we're happy or that we still needed another striker? Oof, an obligation. Villa have got an obligation to buy Jadon Sancho for 35 million next season. That is a lot for him, considering kind of how good he's been since Dortmund, which is not very. Happy with Hamer and Wilson? Yeah, Stuttgart got Bilal El Kanous. So again, another one of our targets. It's just, it's not good, is it? Nothing yet. Harry Wilson's looking likely, but surely to God, if there was anything else from any other players, we'd have seen it by now. But like, Harry Wilson's done more to prove he's a Premier League player than someone like Laji Ramzani, and he's a different type of player, but it's not a massive upgrade, really, is it? At all. I don't know if it even is an upgrade. It's just a different type of player. Sorry, I'm just listening to this. Yeah, delaying backwards gone to Forest. And they've got 2 left backs they're signing as well. One from Botafogo, and yeah, Forest are doing a lot of deadline day deals here. Javi Gallan, Forest are going for, one that of course Leeds were once linked with. I know, 16 minutes, and unless we submit a deal sheet, does it get put out as public knowledge? Does it get put out as public knowledge that a deal sheet has been submitted? Like, which clubs have submitted deal sheets? I'm going to Google it. Is it public knowledge when which Prem teams have submitted deal sheets? I think it only gives you an hour or two extra. Just doesn't tell you whether everyone can find out or not. I thought a couple of years ago it told you who had submitted deal sheets or not. "15 minutes. Sometimes I realize I'm not talking, but I'm just kind of nervous, and we're just watching our timelines, and just Sky have put that Sunderland have agreed a deal for Bertrand Traore from Ajax. Leeds just looking at Harry Wilson. Do any of you read articles written about Leeds United? Because I don't know if it's just my generation, but I feel like it's just such an outdated thing. Like, I don't think I've ever read an article about Leeds. I just don't think it's entertaining. I don't think it's interesting. Like, especially when it's like talking about stuff that happened years ago. Like, just to kind of bring it back up again and talk about it, just to have something, anything to write about football clubs. I don't know. It's just like a lot of it's just crap. Miguel Delaney who is a chief writer at the Independent, has put 3 minutes ago, he tweeted, the Leeds United deal for Harry Wilson is now in real difficulty. Currently looks like he's staying at Fulham bar a drastic change. Another one that's gone back and forth all day. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat for you to all look at. So, looks like Harry Wilson is off. This is fun, isn't it? Benjamin Pavard is going to Marseille. Someone that's tweeted, some saying Wilson is done, some saying Wilson is off. Wacko saying we made a last-minute bid for Hamer. I wouldn't put too much in that. This club will never be normal. So, are we gonna sign anyone or not? Because I just don't see it going through in the time that we've got left. Imagine not being able to sign a guy who's just watched 3 wingers arrive in front of him. Yeah, he's probably sat there going, oh, God, they've offered 50p and a packet of Watsits for me. Fulham are also trying to complete a move for Jonah Kusi Asare from Bayern. Time is very tight. I've never even heard of him. If you agree a deal sheet between 5 o'clock and 7, it gives you a further 2 hours to get the deal done, is what I've just heard on Sky. So it depends on whether we get a deal sheet through or not. Eight minutes and 54 seconds. We don't know whether we submitted a deal sheet or not. Apparently Alexander Isak is about to go through. And us at the other end of that spectrum, Harry Wilson might not go through. Remarkably calm. There's not much we could do about it, is there? You feel kind of more helpless than anything. Apparently, Mark Gay's deal to Liverpool might not quite get done in time. Who knows? They'll probably have to submit a deal sheet for that one. Come on, Leeds. I can't believe that Osula Will Osula, who played against Leeds, didn't particularly play very well. £30 million and a buyback clause. Jesus, that's a lot of money that they've sold him for. I don't know how on earth they managed to convince anyone to pay that much. Frankfurt signed him for 30 million. That's just crazy business. I don't understand how they've managed to get that back. Really don't. Yeah, because they were going to sign Ekatike and then Newcastle, and then Frankfurt felt sorry for them because they sold him to Liverpool instead. They've put some Newcastle fans have put outside St James's. Isak is a rat. Wisser is a Geordie. Toon on a what looks like a bed sheet. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, and Eric Ten Hag have all been sacked in the space of 4 days. Could be worse. 5 minutes. Yeah, bedsheet. Leicester have put who wants a deadline day announcement. Florentino Luis has signed from Benfica to Burnley. It's a very good deal from him. He's a good player with high potential. But just, yeah, look. Just don't know whether it's going to go through or not. And even if it does, like, is it just Harry Wilson on deadline day? Is it just Harry Wilson on deadline day? Because that's not great. No proof of life from Leeds, no. Someone said that there's a... Oh no, that's for Liverpool, I think. Or Everton, saying a flight landed 20 minutes ago. Even then, it's probably not enough time for them to get a deal through. Sunderland defender Niall Huggins has agreed a loan move to Wickham. Three minutes to go. I just... Even if Leeds manage to sign Harry Wilson, it's still not enough. 2.5 minutes. I mean, Sky's like 4 minutes behind. Oh, wait, no. My time must have gone quicker, because it can't be 2.5 minutes. That seems more like it. Yeah, according to my phone, it's 3 minutes to go until the end of the deadline. God. Five minutes ago, someone called Danny Hall, Sheffield United writer, okay, hearing some chatter from LUFC end of a late move for Gustavo Hamer, not sure whether it would materialise into an official bid. You'd like to think shutters would well be truly down at this 11th hour stage, though. Yeah, can't see it. Can't see it. A minute and a half. Yeah. Nothing then. Why is it closing a few hours earlier than usual? Give us till 11 o'clock like it always was. $40. If some of these things had happened earlier, we might have been able to get Buendia across the line, but just... Well, the window's shut. The window is shut. Have we submitted a deal sheet? We don't know. Closed. Can I search deal sheet? Wow. So this is This is kind of awkward. This is kind of awkward, everybody, isn't it? Leeds United seem to not have signed any players. No, Chewy. That's not a good idea. Yeah, look. Window shut. Window is shut, closed, and gone. Even if we'd have got Harry Wilson, it still wouldn't have been enough, really, would it? The window's shut. We may have put in a deal sheet. We don't know. Surely to God we could have got... surely to God we could have got a Hamer and a Buendia in. But apparently not. I think it was all smoke and mirrors, and we're about to announce Rafinha's just signed back for Leeds United. Well, this is not good, is it? Ollie Ward's tweeted, so you're telling me all we've done all day is post Gruev's heat map. And, yeah, pretty much. Nothing's happened then the whole day. I just saw a tweet about Harry Wilson, but it's probably one from earlier. But it's gone now because that's how Twitter works. Heat map and some uncut highlights. Leeds appear to have spent a lot of effort on signings that were using us as pawns. Let's work with what we've got. Yeah. Yeah, look, there's no real excuse because we've seen that Sunderland have done better business than we have. So therefore... yeah. Therefore, there is no excuse, really, because another promoted side have done have done better than us. So we needed to get some more attacking deals done. From what we've seen so far, Clive, you've got an unhealthy obsession with Bielsa. Honestly, every sentence you mentioned Bielsa. Like, yeah, he was a good football manager and we enjoyed him in his time at Leeds United, but like, it's been years now. You've got to get over it. So far, Leeds United have won against a side that you would hope to beat if you want to stay up, lost against a side you expect to lose against, and drawn against a side that's competing for European spots and is a Champions League side. It's exactly what we should have done so far. I'd be happy if Leeds then suddenly pulled a Brownhill out of the bag after the deadline because he's a free agent, but so yeah. Look, at the moment we don't know anything. We don't know whether we've submitted a deal sheet. We don't know whether we've signed him and just not announced him yet. We don't know whether it's fallen through completely. We don't know whether there's anything else. But at the moment, it doesn't look like anything. So I think what we're going to do is, because we can't just sit around until 7 p.m. and do a 3-hour stream. So I think what we're going to do is we'll end the stream here. And then, of course, if there is a signing, there'll be a video. There'll be a video tomorrow on the transfer if one goes through, and if not, there'll probably be a video about the transfer window and where it went wrong. So check out tomorrow. Check back on tomorrow on the channel. Probably be a video out at 12 o'clock, hopefully, discussing everything. So yeah, that's I actually expected Wilson to get announced. You know, I actually did. I thought it wouldn't. Surely such a small deal would go through, but nothing. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for joining us as usual, and of course check back on the channel. There'll be plenty of other content to stay subbed for, and check out all the links in the description as well. If you want to make me a bit happier, go and check out the Etsy prints. The Champions Again Ole Ole prints are still on sale there, and if you're a member, you get a further 10% off, so even cheaper. And then of course, yeah, check back tomorrow for more videos. Thank you everybody for all your support during all the transfer videos and everything during this window. Hopefully there'll be at least one more to make. Thanks for watching Leeds lately, and I'll see you in the next one.